G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Luka'S Legacy, episode 8. Make sure to check out the previous episodes if you want to see how we got here. In this episode we're going to be doing a whole season. This is the off season. As you see, it's 2021. We did not win the championship, so another year unsuccessful, but we are getting further and further. I feel like we're edging closer every season, and hopefully this off season is going to be the one to put us over the top and get us that championship trophy. As you see, we're not in the lottery. I don't even think we have a draft pick at all, unfortunately. I think we might have traded it away. I don't see the Mavericks anywhere there, so we're not going to be involved. Staff signing, only picking up a new CFO. Probably going to keep Rick Carlisle till the end of his contract, I guess, and then I'll get a new head coach because he doesn't have the best ratings. And if I want to win as much as possible, I should probably just get the best coach available. So there you see I'm trading Seth Curry for a couple draft picks. There you see our overseas rookie has one more year. Obviously going to offer Doncic and Brunson the qualifying offer. Probably going to match definitely going to match any deal Doncic gets. But yeah, I'm just looking to clear out some salary because I'm going to try and get one more big player. Possibly a max player, depends how much cap we free up. There you see we have about 28 mil. Not enough to get a max, but then I decided to trade Aaron Baines for a couple draft picks. I did like Aaron Baines, but I just wanted that extra money to get a big time player. Just couldn't afford Paul George, so we looked at Oladipo and we can afford him. So I'd chuck an offer for Oladipo and I'd chuck an offer for Gobert. And they actually both accepted, and I was tossing up who to go with for a couple minutes, and I ended up going for Rudy Gobert just for defensive purposes. And there you see the other role players we get: Trevor Ariza, Gerald Green, KCP, Robin Lopez, Yogi Ferrell, those types of players, just to fill out the rest of the roster. There you see the player progression. Doncic 97 overall, and that's our starting five: Russell, Doncic, Iguodala, Porzingis, Gobert. So really good team in my opinion. Hopefully we can win the title this year. So yeah, we go and extend Jalen Brunson. He was playing pretty good, and we just extend him just to make sure we don't lose him for nothing, so we can possibly trade him in the off season or something like that. As you see, by the end of the year, it wasn't the greatest record, but 52-30 can't be too mad. And Doncic wins his first MVP, even though it was a down year compared to last year, which is crazy to think, but he wins MVP. Bol, sixth man with crazy stats. Kawhi, defensive player of the year. Obviously you can pause at any point to look more in depth at these awards. Giannis is on the Spurs, as you see, which is a bit scary. Him and Pop teaming up, imagine that. But yeah, they see the All-NBA teams. We have the third seed going up against Memphis. Should be able to win, although Ja Morant in the 2K Steam engine, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, they're going to end up to be beasts. So they're going to be tough outs no matter what they're seeded. Close game there, we win by 2. Just checking the box scores after each game just to see who's putting in work. JJ Redick, 19 points in 14 minutes. And they've actually got Michael Porter Jr., 23 years old, up to an 85 overall now. So he's really starting to progress now. Probably going to get into the 90s by the end of his career. Especially with the injuries I turned off, he's definitely going to be a problem in this series, I reckon. You see Porzingis, Russell, Doncic all putting up 20 plus, the big three on offense. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a sweep. So pretty easy series in the end. Ja Morant doing all he can, but just not enough to come over to beat us. Just too much firepower. And it's going to be Minnesota come back from a 3-1 deficit against Phoenix. So the 2 seed up against the 3 seed. We win game 1 in Minnesota. They've got Julius Randle, Karl-Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins. Don't know how they're the 2nd seed, to be honest. I guess Wiggins has really stepped up, and Karl-Anthony Towns is a beast. Everyone knows this. And I guess Randall's just been just been killing it according to 2K. Putting up a triple-double. Doncic had a big game, but no one else really came along for the ride. We end up winning game 3 at home to take a 2-1 series lead. Russell putting up 37. Great game from him. Game 4 looks like it's going to be ours. It is, so we're up 3-1 now. Porzingis 37 and 8. Doncic not really having consistent big games, but as long as we're winning, that's all that matters. And Minnesota blow us out in game 5. Doncic again, only 22 points. He's not actually shooting as much as he usually does. I don't know if that's tendency related or just because we have Porzingis and Russell now to help him with the offensive load. There you see we went in 6 and we're advancing to the conference finals. Brunson with a huge game. And is it going to be Houston and Harden or Giannis? And it's going to be Houston again. It seems like every year we're versing Houston. A massive rivalry. Always coming up against them, and they're another team in the same state. So it's quite an intense rivalry. Brooklyn looking to go back to the finals against Boston. So Kyrie against Boston. That'd be a great series in real life, I reckon. That'd be a fun one anyway. Not a great series because I think Boston would thump him in real life. Especially with no KD. But there you see we're down 2-1. Doncic puts up 52 points in game 3 to secure the dub there. We get out to a good start. Can we hold on? We do. So we tie it up now at 2 games apiece. 4 players scoring 20 or more for our team. We kept Harden quiet that game. Boston advanced to the finals. Houston blow us out in game 5. And now it's game 6, do or die. And it's close. And we end up holding on. We score 145 again. Feels like that's the magic number in this episode. D'Angelo Russell having a massive game. Harden had the 46 in game 5. Russell had 43 in game 6. Game 7 I decided to play just because it is a game 7. I'll normally just play game 7s or an elimination game possibly, but I don't really like to play too many games. But yeah, let's get into this. Game 7 against Houston. I believe we had the exact same scenario last season. It just wasn't in the conference finals, it's in the semi-finals, I believe. First possession of the game, I grabbed the rebound with Doncic. I see Russell in the corner, no hesitation, knocks down the corner 3 and we get off to a good start. I hit him with the jab step, they don't bite. Not much here, so we post up Westbrook. We do have a small height advantage. And we fade and hit the tough contested J. Westbrook now drives by us and jams it over Rudy Gobert. A crazy contact dunk there by Russell Westbrook. Harden now goes inside, gets blocked by Gobert, and that's what we have to do if we want to win this game. And that's why we signed Rudy Gobert, just to help on the defensive end. Porzingis is tall and long, but he's not the greatest defender, so I want a real rim protector, and that's what I think I got in Rudy Gobert. We get subbed out, and we're off for quite a while. We come back in down 2 at the start of the second quarter. Remember, this is on 8 minutes, 8-minute quarters. We see Porzingis and he gets the easy layup. So I'm 4-3-3 with Luka Doncic so far. Westbrook pulls up for the midi, misses. Porzingis with the rebound, hits us. We stop and we cashed the wide open 3. Just took a second to collect ourselves and then just knocked it down. We throw an alley-oop to Gobert. Bit of a bad pass. Gobert gets his own rebound and gets the and-1. Pick and roll with Gobert. We go inside a cappella. We get the tough layup. A lot of contact there. Doncic still finishes the MVP. Westbrook now getting close to the end of the half. House drives in, puts up a tough shot, doesn't get it to go. We're on the fast break here. We decide to pull up and we hit another three. Couple of big threes from Doncic now. He's starting to feel it. And we're on the fast break again. Porzingis hits us. We hit Rudy Gobert, who goes in for the easy slam. And we go up 8. I cross over Westbrook there. And I go in for the slam to put us up 12. Coming to the end of the half now. We get the screen and we green another 3. Luka has just exploded. And suddenly he's up to 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And as I've said previously, his jump shot is just money. I love his jump shot in this game. And we go inside for another slam. And it looks like we're running away with it now, up by 24. We alley-oop to Gobert, and we're just loving life at the moment. And that was about it. I didn't want to bore you guys with more highlights. But as you see, we win another Game 7 against Houston. Really taking control of this rivalry, and we're making our first finals appearance in this series. You see Luka and Harden talking there. There you see we're the Western Conference champions, hoping to get the real big trophy next episode. I mean, not next episode, next series, sorry. But yeah, Westbrook took 29 shots, not very efficient. I put up 38 on 23 shots, along with 15 assists, I think that was. But as you see, we're up against Boston, so not an easy task, that's for sure. Pretty sure they're just the same team as they were years ago, just with Kemba, Smart, Brown, Tatum. But yeah, we do have the home court advantage. Game 1's coming down to the wire. But we end up losing by 9. Check the rotation quickly. Recommends us to play Ariza over Iguodala, but I don't agree, so I just leave it the way it is. Game 2 now. Really need to equal the series here, but Boston has a monstrous second quarter and just blows us out. Down 2-0 already. It's not looking good. There you see the lineup there. They've got Jaylen Brown as their 6th man. Quite a good team. Although the center position is looking a bit weak. I was hoping Rudy would dominate a bit more. Game 3 now. Looks like a close one. But Boston hang on. They go up 3-0, looking for the sweep in Boston. I decided to just change the rotation now. Nothing to lose. So chuck Ariza in the starting lineup. Bench Iguodala. And we try to avoid the sweep here. It's at the TD Garden. We get off to a good first quarter, followed up with the second quarter, and we win the first 3 quarters, and it's enough to win the game. There, I was just going through the stats to see who's been the problem for us, really. And it just seems that Boston's just a better all-round team. Seeing that Game 3, we really should have taken that game. But Game 4, Luka Doncic puts up a great triple-double. Brunson came along, had a great game there. And yeah, can we keep this series alive? Game 5, down by 20 already. And we're going to lose 3 games at home in this finals. Quite disappointing. Although we make a comeback here. We're down by 3, down by 1 with a minute to go. I was debating whether or not to jump in. I decided not to, and it goes to overtime. We're up by 2, and wow. Talk about an anticlimactic ending. We end up losing in overtime. Kemba Walker, your finals MVP. Porzingis and Doncic played pretty well, although they didn't shoot that great. So hopefully next season is going to be the episode we win the title. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.